Let's finish up today's show on the prospect front. Now, the 2026 recruiting cycle for BYU has been a little bit hectic of late because we had a guy like PJ Takitaki announce his decommitment not that long ago. Well, I had already planned to go over to Lehigh High School, which is literally down the street from my house in Saratoga Springs, to watch Lehigh take on Desert Hills because I wanted to get a look at Legend Glasker. I wanted to get an eye on Devaughn Eka, who is a running back BYU has been in hot pursuit of, has not committed yet, but BYU has been chasing. And I also wanted to get a feel for PJ Takitaki's game, even with him deciding to decommit from BYU. Well, I got out to Lehigh, and they made quick work of Desert Hills. That Desert Hills squad that formerly had guys like Panay Sewell and Gabe Sewell Jr., yeah, they are not that Desert Hills squad anymore. They struggled mightily in a 42-14 loss, and it was 42-0 before they put some lipstick on the pig with 2 late touchdowns, speaking of the Thunder. But in that game, Legend Glasker, absolutely elite. And without further ado, I want you guys to hear his thoughts on the game and more particularly what his relationship is with BYU coaches and also what his cousin, Isaiah Glasker, standout BYU linebacker, has told him about playing at BYU and in Provo. So here's an exclusive conversation with Legend Glasker after Lehigh's win last Friday.
Give me your thoughts on the game tonight, a relatively easy win for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the game we're planning for, but it was a good win to come out here for our first home game and really show what Lehigh football is all about.
What's the mindset this season for you guys? Because you've had a really, really successful program over the past few years.
The mindset for us this year is like to come out here, really show what we're made of. Because last year, I mean, we had a good run, but the semifinals game, we don't want that to happen again. So we're trying to just come out here and beat everybody as best as we can.
What's the relationship with BYU like at this point?
Great. I mean, it just gets stronger and stronger every time I go up there. I mean, we're close with my family, obviously my cousin and me, and it just keeps growing stronger every single time I go up there.
How close are you with Isaiah?
Pretty close. I've known him my whole life. Me and him used to come over to my house, him and all my cousins' older brother. We'd just sit at the house and chill, play games, and yeah.
What does he tell you about BYU? Because he's morphed into a bona fide NFL prospect and the like. What has he told you about the experience?
He said just go out there and do what you do, because he wasn't the biggest. I mean, he was 6'5", but he wasn't the biggest. He had to put on a lot of weight. He said just go in there, keep your head down, work hard as best as you can, and just do what you know you can do, because the coaches are there for you.
What's it like talking with a guy like Fesi Satake, who figures to be your position coach at the next level?
I mean, every time he always has something to tell me about what I need to do better at this, but I mean,
even
he's a
now
great
in your
coach.
high school, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was at the game today. He was telling me, you know, block a little bit better, do this a little better. He's always in my ear telling me things I need to work on, the little details to get better.
What about Kalani Satake?
Kalani, same thing. I mean, he tells me, I mean, he tried to get me to go there this year. He tried to get me to take summer school and go there this year.
Graduate early, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Coach Hatfield said no, so yeah.
What have you worked on most, like in terms of your play on the field?
Really, I try to work on my speed and hands, really, in my route running. I try to get as fast as I can because speed kills, and obviously the weight room, really just all of it, but mainly speed and hands, because if I can run fast and catch the ball, that's really good.
Well, one thing I was really impressed with, you had I think it was a screenplay over on the far sideline. You essentially just shrugged the guy off. Have you worked on your strength?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I'm pretty strong. I mean, bench, squat, I mean, it's still working up, but I'd say it's pretty good for what it's at right now.
What do you envision, just future looking ahead, what do you want to accomplish?
I want to be the #1 receiver at BYU and go in the NFL. I don't want to just make it to the NFL, but I want to impact the NFL in a major way. I just want people to look up to me in a great way. I want only people to say good things about me, not bad things.
What ultimately sold you on picking BYU in the end?
Just the love and support. I mean, every school's going to have love and support, but there was just something about BYU with loving me and my family. I mean, they showed love to my family and obviously me, but the love that they showed to my family really sold me.
And I guess last thing for me is you look towards your time at BYU. What's the timeline? Are you going to go right into BYU? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah, I'll be graduating in December to go in there. So I'll be there for all the trainings, spring camp, summer camp. I'll be there in December for all that.
So early enrollee, you'll be going in January then. Well, awesome. Well, hey, Legend, thanks for the time, man.
Thank you.
There you have it, Legend Glasker. Big thank you to him for taking the time to join us here on the podcast. And a couple other quick notes is that Legend, he absolutely lives up to his billing. Now, when you have the name Legend, you've got to do some pretty special stuff. And you heard me talk about the fact that he shrugged off a guy on the sideline. He didn't like just shrug him off. He like straight up just kind of like threw him into the sideline. It was absolutely dominance. And he's not the biggest guy, but you'd heard him talk about the fact that he's very strong for his frame, and it shows. He also had two really, really nice touchdown catches, one a really long pass, another one he just went up and plucked it out of the air. Legend has every skill that a guy like Fesi Sitake is going to want in a wide receiver, and it doesn't hurt that he's got the bloodlines like a guy like Isaiah. He talked about the fact that Isaiah was 6'5" and a bit of a beanpole when he came out of Bingham High School back in the day. Well, Legend, he's pretty skinny in his own right, but given time, I think the Legend's going to fit right in with BYU. I think he'll be an absolute star in this offense for the Cougars. And you heard him talk about the fact he wants to be a dominant player, much like his older cousin Isaiah is, and he wants to go to the NFL. I think that's great goals to have. And sure looks like he's got the skills to do that. And obviously we'll have to play out over the next 3 or 4 years, but it sounds like he's enrolling early and he wanted to enroll even earlier. So that was kind of interesting to hear him talk about that. The fact that he may have been enrolled at BYU this fall had things played out a little differently, but hey, I understand his coach wanting him to stick around for his senior year because a guy of that caliber, yeah, you absolutely want him on your team. A couple other thoughts real quick. I thought PJ Takitaki absolutely looks the part as a really nice edge rusher, 6'4", 220, 230 pounds. And I hope the BYU can get back in on the sweepstakes for him. I don't necessarily know what ultimately led to him to decommitting from BYU at this juncture. And I hope that whatever it is, it can be overcome and that he can get back in the good graces, if you want to call it that, and end up at BYU once again. But no matter who lands him, that kid's an absolute force off the edge. But the guy who I thought really stole the show, Devaughn Eka. He is a really, really electric running back. There's a reason why BYU and other programs are interested in him. I can tell you that coaches from both BYU and Utah were on hand at Lehigh on Friday night watching these prospects play out alongside myself. I saw them there. And Devaughn Eka, I thought, stole the show. His balance, his ability to run through contact and stay upright. He's got a really nice north-south running ability, but more importantly than that, he's able to kind of go east-west while keeping his speed. That's a key element that I think a lot of people overlook in running backs. There's a lot of guys who can run fast north-south. You get them just straight up, they can really burn. But the ability to keep your speed going left and right or east-west and keep that ability to keep your self upright, it's really hard to teach that. It's kind of a preternatural ability, and I really thought that Devaughn Eka put that on full display. And I think that BYU, they would very much like to have him as a member of the program. I know that Harvey Unga, among others, have been recruiting him. He's got offers from a number of other programs out there, and we'll see how it all shakes out. But I was really, really impressed with him, watching him on Friday night. So there you go. That's what I got for you guys on this Monday, jam-packed edition of the show. And as always, thank you for all of your support. Do want to thank you guys for being with us. Do want to remind you guys, coming up on Thursday, and another big moment for Locked On College Football fans, we have launched with Fire TV the College Football Kickoff. It is your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12 is leading the conversation alongside two-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college star Jesse Hawley, and of course, our local experts with the Locked On Podcast Network. A college football preview like only Locked On and Fire TV can do. Catch the College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. But as always, make sure you guys check that out along with being an everydayer here on the podcast. And as always, thank you for making Locked On Cougars your first listen of the day. We'll catch you guys again tomorrow.